Alright, I'm at the Pilot truck stop here. I don't know where the heck I am actually. But this is a 2-in-1 video. This is the shower, so people wondering what the showers look like. This is a shower here at the Pilot truck stop. Anyways, that's not why I was making the video. This is one of the small ones, but it's clean, so I'll give them $1 tip. Like I said, I tip. If they do a good job cleaning, I'll leave them $1 tip if I got $1 on me. The only time I don't is either if it's crappy or if I don't have $1 on me. So that's not the reason why I'm making a video, though. I'm busy uploading a gaming video with my gaming phone. People wonder why I have 5 phones. This one's my gaming phone. And the one I'm actually recording on now is my work phone. And then I got my personal phone. So, and then I also have a burner phone that I use for banking because over a decade ago when I was an IT guy, I followed and studied all that IT stuff. And Norton, when the smartphones first came out, Norton did a study or an experiment. And what they did was they left like 100 phones in an airport, lost. And they monitored all the activity on the phones. And approximately 50% of the phones, when the people found them, one of the first things they did is they went into the online banking apps to hack or access people's money, their bank accounts. So since I saw that study or that whatever experiment, I swore I wouldn't put any banking information on my phones. And for the most part, I haven't. So that's why I have a burner phone. It pretty much stays in my truck, and it only has access to the internet when I connect it to the Wi-Fi. So, people can't hack it via the internet because I'm rarely on it. And I only log in when I need to, and it stays in the truck. So somebody would have to break in my big truck in order to get my banking phone. So anyways, so I got a phone for that. And then I got a phone for one of my old phones I use as a burner phone for dating apps, which I hardly ever use anymore. Even though I have my own Datelines that I used to run, I still kind of have them up and running, but I don't really go there much anymore. I don't go to hardly any Datelines anymore because I could kind of care less. But I try to go to mine so that I can stay up on the IT stuff. But I got burned out on IT back in 2017. And so it's a struggle for me to get online and do those things because I just burned out. But yeah, so I got a burner phone for dating crap too. But that's also where I keep an eye on and monitor my Datelines to make sure they're running, I don't go on there very much at all anymore, but or any Dateline for that matter. But I do try to monitor mine to make sure that they're functioning properly. So that's not the reason I wanted to make the video. This is the reason I wanted to make the video. Oh, by the way, since this is a trucking YouTube, check out truckerdate.com if you're single, or even poly, because I used to be poly, so I'm open-minded to and poly friendly. But anyways, this is the reason for the season. No, Go Warmer. I picked this up at Walmart. This thing is freaking awesome. I thought of it as an idea for, because I live off grid now. Hang on, let me take this jacket off. I'm getting hot. In 2012, after my divorce, I went off grid. And then in 2017, I kind of went even more off grid and got away from the IT stuff. I mean, I got 5 phones, so I'm not totally off the grid. And I'm a truck driver, blah, blah. you know. But nonetheless, I saw this and thought, hey, you know, this is a good off-grid, warm, you know, keep yourself warm type of thing for the winter. And it has served itself very well. And then I just figured out, of course, I didn't read the instructions. Of course, I'm a dude. Dudes don't read instructions. What's the matter with you? So, I didn't think of it as anything more than just something to keep you warm, right? Well, it also acts as let me see if I can do this one-handed, as a portable battery charger. Boop. So it's now charging my phone. And I was like, whoa, I just figured that out today. That's why I'm making the video. That's not why I bought it, but that's a extra added cool feature. But again, like I said, I didn't read the instructions. Otherwise, I would have already known that. But it has come in handy. My truck has an S-bar heater, and it's got an optimized idle system. So last night I was in Plano, Illinois, and it got down to negative 15 degrees. Well, I had the S-bar heater bumped up to like 85 degrees, and it was not keeping me warm. I was freezing my butt off. Well, so I got up in the middle of the night. I was freezing. So I fired up the truck. And because the truck's supposed to stay idle if the temperature is below 20 or 25. I haven't figured that out yet. They told me 20, but it seems like it stays idled under 25. So who knows? Anyway, and it idled for a couple hours and then it died. I don't know why it died, but it quit running. And even that wouldn't keep me warm because we can't idle up our trucks. So I had to idle on low idle, and it just wasn't cranking out enough heat to keep me warm. It was better than the S-bar, but not by much, right? We had a wind chill of negative 27 degrees last night, and it was cold. Luckily, I put anti-gel in my tanks, so my fuel didn't freeze up, but I was freezing, right? Now, I've lived off-grid for the last decade almost, so I've got a little, a couple tricks that I've learned throughout the years. When I go home, I sleep in a camper sometimes. Sometimes I'll stay in my big truck, sometimes I'll stay in my camper. But I've stayed in the camper when it was 20 below with no heat at all. And, I was fine. But I also had like 25, 50 blankets. I was bundled up, and I stayed in my little cocoon and I was fine. Well, I didn't have 25 blankets. I only had 4. So when the engine died, I cranked the S-bar back up to 85, and I grabbed these little babies, stuck them in I put my clothes on. I don't have any thermal. I didn't bring any thermal gear. They're packed away somewhere. I don't know what I did with them. But I got to dig them out. I'll try to do that when I get home this weekend. But but I have sweatpants on underneath these pants. And then, so I put these pants on with the sweatpants on. I put my wool socks on. And then I put these things in my pockets. And then I put my hoodies on, put my beanie on, and then threw my hoodies on. And then got back underneath all 4 blankets and just basically built my little cocoon. And I was okay. But these things helped, warm me up quicker, warm up my little cocoon quicker, because they crank out some heat. Well, it's not on the heat thing now. This will turn red when it's on heat, but they crank out some really good heat. They get hot. So I stuck those in my pockets and I went to sleep, and I was comfortable in negative 15 under 4 blankets in my little cocoon with these little babies in my pocket. I slept, like snug, like a bug in a rug. So I recommend going to China Mart, Walmart, getting on Amazon, wherever you need to, and getting these Go Warmer little heating peanuts. And again, it doubles as a cell phone charger battery thingy, emergency battery. So yeah. Oh, it's also got a little flashlight. Ding. Not that I'll ever use it, but you never know. I definitely recommend this, especially, you know, like my ex-wife, she had low circulation, and so her hands got cold quick. She got cold real quick, but she was only like maybe 100, 115 pounds. You know, this would be good for someone like her who gets cold real easy. I have a high cold tolerance, but you know, that's because I used to run Canada and I used to be an ice road trucker for 2 years. So I have a little bit higher cold tolerance threshold, but yeah, these bad boys. And in my last job, I was hauling cattle feed and I was up in the Dakotas a lot. So I had to deal with, you know, really cold temperatures. And then before that, I hauled oil and I was up in the Dakotas a lot. So, you know, I'm used to the northern climates. Even though I don't like it, it's kind of like jalapenos. I mean, I can handle them. I grew up with them. I'm not, you know, I prefer medium to mild. But, it, you know, I can handle hot and like cold. I can handle it. But, you know, I prefer the warmer climates myself. But anyways, these are awesome. Go Warmer. I don't remember how much it was, but it's well worth the money. So, bada boom. All right, I'm going to upload this to YouTube and take me a shower and go play my games. Well, I got to do some paperwork first, and then I'll play my games. Okay, bye.